Hi everyone, just a quick video as I promised, it's a few days overdue, I do admit, of how to upload to YouTube if you make a video. You've probably noticed by now that when you go into Zoom, you can record your webinars, you can record your lessons, which is good for our students who are living in an 8-hour time difference. It means they don't have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch your lesson. So what you can do is once you've ended they call it ending the meeting. Once you've ended it, when you've been recording, you click on stop, you end the meeting. Then what you do is you save it. Now it gives you an option after you've converted the file and saved it. Gives you an option of opening the folder where it's put it. I would advise you to do that. Otherwise, you find yourself searching through various folders. And that's the process I've just done now with a lesson that I'm going to use tomorrow. Tomorrow being Thursday. So what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to call up the, I've got my video sort of set up. I've gone onto youtube.com, and to upload a video, it's this little icon here. Now, I'd advise you to do this using Google Chrome. I normally wouldn't tell people to which browser to use, but because Chrome is made by Google and Google also own YouTube, they kind of work quite well together. Google Chrome, again, you can download for pretty much anything. You can get it. I think you can get it for Apple. You can get it for Linux. You can get it for every version of Windows going. I think you can probably even get it on an Etch a Sketch. Sorry, did I say Etch a Sketch? I meant iPad. So I just click on that little icon there, and you can go live on YouTube. I don't advise it because you don't know who's watching. So you click on upload video. Okay, so I've clicked on the little picture of a camera. This has come up, click on upload video. And what happens eventually is that the next page comes up. Yeah, well, I don't particularly want to watch a tour of it. Now, if you don't have a YouTube account, you can create one. If you click on that upload icon, it asks you to put in username and password. If you don't use YouTube, don't upload normally to YouTube, you will need to set up an account. You can do that. It costs you nothing. There are paid for things that you can do on YouTube, but you don't need to worry about that. Uploading is free. So I've come up with this screen here which says drag and drop a file you want. Now, if you want to just look traditionally through your folders, you can just click select file, but the easiest way to do it is to call up your the folder where you've got your video. Usually call it Zoom 0 or something like that. It's usually Zoom something. And all you do is you click, hold down the button, move it across and drop. And there it is. It's now uploading. So while it's uploading, you set it all up. Well, this is my Charles law experiment. And on the video here, it is, I'm going to leave my instructions just to remind my students what I want them to do. I want them to do the experiment described. Report from you due on Monday. Let's see, it's Monday 25th today, 27th on Thursday, sorry, 26th on Thursday, 27th on Friday, 28th, 29th, 30th. So Monday, 30th March at 9 AM. So they have a very, very specific deadline, and so they know what to do, when to do it, and the video also explains it. So I've given a little bit of a description. You don't have to do too much here. There are lots of options, lots of very advanced options here. Don't worry too much about them is what I recommend. So just scroll down, playlist, audience. Now this is an important one. It won't let you proceed without this. I'm going to say, yes, it's made for kids. Reason being, two reasons. First of all, there is a legal requirement to make sure that what you make for kids is appropriate. So this can be moderated, and you're basically saying there's nothing inappropriate on this. It also reduces the amount of adverts and also the types of adverts. Obviously, they're not, if something's made for kids, they're probably not going to put an advert for shall we say, an adult product or anything like that on there. So I've selected it's made for kids. I've reduced the number of adverts for a start. Not going to worry about adding it to a playlist or anything advanced like that. All I've done really, what have I done? I've dragged and dropped the file into a window. I've given it a title. I've described it. I've said it's made for kids. It's not that difficult to do. Then I want to maybe have a look at my video elements, see if there's anything else I can actually do. Well, it's not going to let me do anything because it's not fully processed yet. Visibility. Well, this is interesting. There are two options here. I personally usually make my videos public. The reason being is anybody, if a student's lost your link, they can actually do a little search for it and they can usually find it. However, if you don't want it to be widely known that you've uploaded this particular video to YouTube, what you can do instead is click on unlisted. This means it's not hidden. You don't need a password for it. I personally wouldn't bother with private. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare to set up. So you could go unlisted. It'll give you a YouTube link for it anyway. And what it'll do is it just won't put it in its indexing system so that you can actually, you can post up to YouTube, but only people you've actually given the link to can actually access it. They can't find it by searching. So as you can see, it's uploaded. It's all working nicely. So what you do is you remember to copy and paste this. You literally highlight, right click, copy. Now I could go into email, but I'm just gonna open a Word document. I usually start with a Word document. It's a bit like having a pad and paper next to you. What you can do is you can then paste. So you paste it, that is now your link. Anybody going onto that website there will go straight to your video, which means your students can find your video quite easily. It's all up and running. That's it. It is, as they say, done. Publish. Publish and be damned. There we are. So it's published it. It's given me a link there. You can share it if you want to share it with your friends and show them how clever you are. You can share it on Facebook, on Twitter. Obviously, don't share it with your students that way because because we don't sort of mess about with personal social media accounts and students. They just don't mix. Okay, all done. That's it. As easy as that. There it is up there. Look, is that easy or not?